Can you believe it's been 7 years since I uploaded my first video here on YouTube? It's been a crazy road with lots of ups and downs, amazing moments, incredible videos, small little vlogs, and everything in between. Something I wanted to share with you in the very beginning of this video, if you take anything from it, little nuggets of wisdom, it really is enjoying the everyday. That is one of the big mysteries, the big aha moments, is protecting the flame within yourself, which sounds really cheesy, right? It's recognizing, one, you have a flame within your heart and then within your soul, recognizing what maintains that flame of connection to the spirit, connection to the gods, connection to the world. What builds that fire inside of you and what takes away from it. You know, are you drinking too much alcohol? Are you smoking too much weed? Are you allowing social media and doom scrolling to suck away that life, that light inside of you? Because so much in our society wants to take that light away because it's a resource, it's a valuable resource, might be the most valuable resource. And doing things such as meditation, prayer, offerings, rituals, sitting down, reflecting, reading, there are things within our lives that build that flame inside of us, and it's different for everybody. And learning how to maintain that flame within you, learning how to maintain that connection to source, to the spirits, to the gods, that is one of the greatest challenges. But once you start figuring out those tools and techniques, keep it up. I struggle with this. Like, I've been working like 7-8 days in a row without a day off. And I recognized that flame was starting to diminish. And I realized I needed to take time for myself to rebuild that flame again, so that we can project it and share it with other people. But if things are constantly draining that connection to spirit within inside of you, you're useless to everyone. You really need to maintain that flame in yourself. Otherwise, you can't help anyone. I think a lot of people think there's this really great big mystery to paganism and spirituality, but it is a lot of the cliches. Life is the gift, and truly enjoying this life and what it has to offer is one of the greatest things we can do to stay connected to spirit, to spirituality, to the gods all around us. And I think a lot of people try to diminish that and take that away from us.
So part of this video as well is me testing out a new camera. It's like an Insta360 Ace Pro 2, some crazy name. It has like a super wide angle, and so I think this will be really nice for nature shots and things like that. So what's behind me? This is the Cincinnati Museum, the art museum. And so I wanted to kind of just take this here and do a little walk around to test the audio quality, test the picture quality.
Seven years of YouTube. I think the only thing I really want to share is like a reaffirmation a little bit about why I started this channel. And to kind of share with you again why it continues to morph and change. I did release a video last year called The Evolution of My Pagan Practice, and I think it holds up still to this day, as it really just shares with you how my pagan practice has changed since day one, the humble beginnings to big fire rituals to now a little bit more grounded and just appreciation of the everyday. But the reason I started this channel, I think, still holds pretty true, is I started this channel to show how paganism, to show how modern spirituality can be lived in the modern day. When I first got into this, looking at YouTube videos of people that talked about paganism, it was either from a very scholarly perspective, or it was from people in their mom's basement, or from people in like a huddled away office with dark, it was all dark, and very rarely people recorded in nature. And I really wanted to stand for something different. I wanted to show more of like the everyman's perspective. Like, I'm not a scholar. I've have an art degree, I have an art history minor, and I really just wanted to show what it's like to be somebody getting into this for the first time and making the mistakes and presenting the information in a more honest way, in a more grounded way. And I think I was very successful for that for the beginning of the channel. And I think that's why a lot of people came to this channel, as they saw me shouting on a rock, "Hail Odin!
This is our temple! This is where we feel the gods! And if you feel disconnected, if you do not feel them, go out and shout their name!"
Looking back now, that could be a little bit cringy even for me. But at the same time, I think it was very honest, and it was just very true to what it feels like to be in a spiritual awakening. And I still find that like the scholarly perspective, while very important, we need people preserving the history and doing the research and honoring those traditions and making sure that we're respectful to the cultures that these things come from. But at the same time, I still just kind of want to be like an everyman perspective. I mean, the people who practiced paganism in the past, they were illiterate. They were not scholars. There was very few people in pagan societies that were what you would consider highly educated. Now, they might have been deeply connected to the spiritual world, and that's what I love. And so I think we need that balance. We need the scholars. We need the people preserving the histories, the archaeology, and helping us honor the cultures these things came from. But also we need that everyday perspective, that grounded perspective of what this looks like in the everyday.
Something I have really been enjoying of these like last few videos I've made is answering your questions. It really helps me. I mean, I've made over 400 videos on this channel, so constantly thinking of what could be helpful to people is very difficult sometimes. And so if you have any questions about mythology, paganism, spirituality, anything in between, please put them in the comments, because I'm trying to read through them before I record an episode. And if I see something that I feel like I can help on, I've been like screen capturing it and then recording like a bit at the very end of my videos, answering those questions. And it's been really good for me to reflect, because I don't know necessarily what everyone's struggling with. And so it gives me a little bit more of an idea of how to help you out. So yeah. All of us were given these unique gifts, these unique passions. Like, I think we all have these obsessions of ours. And for me, I love history, mythology, spirituality, religions, and I love art. And for me, the best way to bring all this together is to run events and do, spiritual ceremonies, rites of passage, talk to people, help them figure out their deeper beliefs and spirit. And it is a complicated conversation, because like people come to me for tattoos now that are Christian, and I help them and I talk to them about their Christian beliefs. I don't try to convert them to Odin or anything like that. I try to help them in their own belief system, and it feels right. And I think that's, a little bit of the direction I'm going in personally, but also the direction I want to go in with these videos is I want to help everyone, because if we're helping everyone figure out their purpose, their gift to this world, their obsession they can really hyper focus on and make a difference with, and help people, cleanse themselves of the bullshit of our world, that's what I can do. And outside of that, I just like to play video games, drink my coffees and cappuccinos on patios, and spend time with my loved ones. That's really all I have time for. I really believe that. I mean, people are going to counter me in the comment section. They're going to say, no, we need to focus on these 20 global issues. And I agree with you that there's issues in our world, and there always has been, and there always will be. But if we're not focused, we're never going to change anything. And I think if the last 10 years, 15 years of political and global turmoil have taught us anything, it's that we are unfocused. And I think if there is like a shadow government or the shadow people or the lizard people that control us, the most dangerous thing they can do to us is keep us unfocused and distracted. And I think they're doing a damn good job of it. So maybe the shadow of lizard people will come for me for saying this, but I want you to be focused. I want you to focus on what you can actually change and live a good life, because that's all I'm trying to do, and my life has changed tremendously because of it. And the more I can help people through my work of tattooing, event space holding, and making videos, that's all I can really do. And I hope that makes sense.